Hi, I'm Naaz. I'm a singer, a writer, a songwriter, and a producer. And I am also now an ambassador for Poetry International, who's having a festival the 9th, 10th, and 11th of June. I will be playing there, and I really, really, really would love for you to come. My name is Naaz. I am a Kurdish woman living in the Netherlands. I was born and raised here. And I am an artist in many forms. I write a lot. That's like my main thing. I write in the form of music, but also poetry and books, and I make music and I produce music as well. I'm a songwriter, writer, producer, artist, singer. Yeah. Poetry for me has a very specific function in life. As a woman of color who grew up with immigrant parents in the West, you kind of learn to speak in poetry. When people say, what languages do you speak, I'm like, it sounds corny, but I speak poetry. Words have become kind of like my paint to make the world a bit more beautiful. I think the cultural scene within the Netherlands is quite difficult. Because unlike other countries, we have a little bit less of a wide range of outlets where artists can be promoted on, like any kind of artist, not just music. I think that's really difficult within the Netherlands, and therefore I'm just happy these days to see artists helping artists. This way we kind of all raise each other up to new levels and we become each other's outlets. I think my most memorable and passionate project has been the visual for my song Azadî. I came up with the concept, which was a quite bizarre concept, where I would literally be tattooed in my neck in real time while filming it on 16mm analog film. I created that visual as a proof of the MENA community, Middle Eastern and North African community, to come in many different shapes and forms. And Azadî, freedom, this is not just our own perception. If a woman wants to wear a headscarf, she can be just as free as a woman who wants to run around naked. Like both of them, if the intention comes from you yourself wanting to do that, it means you are free. 2 weeks after the revolution in Iran began, and I was kind of like shocked how much the visual and also what I was singing in the song and what I've tattooed on my neck, Jen Jan Azadî, a Kurdish slogan which means woman, life, freedom, no life without women, no freedom until everyone is free. It was really beautiful that 2 weeks after the whole world would be talking about that phrase, and that I could, offer my song as help for those who needed a feeling of hope. The most valuable lesson I've learned working in art, is actually from a woman that I met while walking my dog. She told me, yeah, I'm an artist, but I'm not making anything right now because, you should really know, being an artist, it's a state of being, not a job. And that's changed me. Art is not my job, it's just what I am. And let's say if I would not be able to make enough money out of it and I would have to get another job, I would still tell everyone, like, yeah, I'm an artist. I don't have to make money with it to be an artist. So what I know about Poetry International is, first of all, it has a really cool name. I don't know, like, to me it's just so cool that a collective that celebrates poetry like that has survived so many different eras of art. There's been so many different periods where people could have forgotten about poetry, where they could have been like, I'll just listen to a song instead, or I'll just read a book, instead of short little pieces. I was honestly so honored when I got the offer to be an ambassador for Poetry International. I think words are the most important thing in the world for me. Middle Eastern people, like MENA people, just in general, Middle Eastern, North African, are another level of poets. Like, it's bizarre. I really want more people of the MENA community to come and also feel welcome. If you would ever do any research towards poetry from those regions, your jaw will drop. So many of the greatest poets come from there.